Hello, my name is Daoud, and today we'll be covering ocean acidification. And our topics of discussion today will be, what is ocean acidification? How is the acidification created? Who and what is being affected? Current debates regarding the issue, and finally, possible policies or solutions to resolve the crisis. Now, I'd like to start off by talking about what is ocean acidification. Ocean acidification, as determined by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, refers to the reduction in the pH of the ocean over an extended period of time. It is caused mainly by the absorption of carbon dioxide into the ocean from the atmosphere. The ocean absorbs around 30% of the CO2 that is released into the atmosphere. And finally, as levels of atmospheric CO2 increase, the levels in the ocean also increase. And as we can see by this diagram over here, as atmospheric carbon dioxide increases, the amount that is dissolved into the ocean also increases, and so there's more hydrogen ions, which makes the ocean water more acidic, and so that turns well-formed seashells and healthy coral into bleached corals and deformed shells, which impacts all the ecosystems throughout marine life. And so how is acidification created? As I just mentioned, as CO2 dissolves into the ocean, the CO2 reacts with H2O to form carbonic acid, H2CO3. Most of the carbonic acid separates into hydrogen ions. An increase in the hydrogen ions reduces pH, thus increasing the ocean's acidity. Current surface waters exhibit an average pH of 8.1, which is approximately 0.1 pH units less than the estimated pre-industrial revolution value 200 years ago. And so as we can see right here, this is the historical and projected pH and dissolved CO2 within our oceans. And so as the amount of dissolved carbon dioxide increases, the pH lowers for the ocean. And we can see here by the year 2100, you'll get to around 7.85, which is extremely low. So who and what is being affected by ocean acidification? Researchers from MIT indicate that increased ocean acidification will significantly affect the global population of phytoplankton. These microorganisms are at the foundation of marine life food systems and food chains. Some species will go extinct while others may flourish, altering the makeup of plankton species around the world. This difference in diversification will lead to altering marine food chains, which will rapidly change marine life by the year 2100. Coral bleaching. When corals are affected by significant changes in temperature, light, or nutrients, they release an algae that causes them to turn completely white. A coral that is bleached is not dead, however, it is much more vulnerable to dying if it is under continued stress. The three major global bleaching events have occurred in 1998, 2010, and 2015. The most recent bleaching event in 2015 is already the longest and is the most widespread event ever recorded. And what is the significance of coral bleaching? Reefs take up less than 0.1% of Earth's ocean floor, yet they support approximately 25% of all marine species. The death of these reefs endanger entire ecosystems that humans and other marine life are relying on. Continued coral bleaching poses a risk to the livelihood of 500 million people and related income of over $30 billion. And here you can see the before and after of coral bleaching. It's a lot more colorful in the before pictures, and afterwards all white. You can see over here there are a school of fish around it and a bunch of different species, but afterwards it's deserted. And so what's the current debate that's happening in American society? People who believe in climate change and ocean acidification believe that ocean acidity is increasing at an unprecedented rate and is only explained by human actions. They also believe that ocean temperatures are increasing at an unprecedented rate due to global warming. And finally, they argue that the rise in CO2 over the last century is caused by human activity due to their actions. The other party, who do not believe in climate change and do not believe in ocean acidification, believe that climate change and ocean acidification is a hoax. They argue that acidity concentrations in the oceans are within past natural levels and that the current increase is due to natural fluctuations. They believe that Arctic glaciers have been increasing and decreasing for thousands of years based on natural fluctuations. And finally, they also agree that more than 1,000 scientists do not believe human activity is responsible for this climate change, and so it's scientifically backed. And so what is my solution or my possible policy changes to mitigate climate change? It would be reducing carbon emissions is the main method to reduce acidification of Earth's resources. To do that, we have to increase the use of renewable energy and shift away our energy systems from fossil fuels, create more global cap-and-trade systems to incentivize limited emissions, reduce land clearing and tropical deforestation, and finally increase the amount of international agreements that target limiting emissions, such as the 2015 Paris Climate Summit. And here you can see we're excited. I want to thank you for your time. Thank you.